So here's some shots of the Northern Highlands where it's nice and cool. We got off the bus and checked into this hotel just by walking by. La Siesta. That's the view from the hotel door. So these are, find the cashews in the picture. It's a trick question because, you never seen cashews in the shell because they don't come in shells. They come in those orange fruit. Interesting. Here they are repairing the roads with those tiles. The roads are pretty good, They're everyone says, boy, they're much better than they used to be in the olden times, 5 years ago. It's a hilly city here. I think this is, I forget which city, but I took this because look at the iced coffee, Starbucks. Starbucks! Didn't see a Starbucks, but so misty in the morning, up on the mountain. This is Orlando's here changing money. They got these money changers on the street. They're like licensed. They're totally above board. They just carry big wads of money, and you take dollars out of the cash machine, and then you change them. This lady, this was a really nice farmer's market. She's making tortillas. And this was the most beautiful vegetable stand I saw in the country. The vegetables were all beautiful, beautiful. And this place is where they make saddles, and those white things hanging down are fishing nets. This was in a great part of town. This is the bar El Chele. El Chele means whitey. So I was called El Chele everywhere. Orlando, look at this bar. Isn't that amazing? It's just no garage. Well, here comes a video of the bus ride. Noisy. This road is famous. It's about 150 years old. It's known as the Road of 1,000 Curves. And sometimes there are guardrails. And when you're traveling in these big school buses with like 90 people aboard, the guardrail's not really going to do anything. Yeah, there was a big accident a couple months ago where, like 18 people died over a mountain. The front tire blew out. Could happen any time. Hear the horn blowing? Get out of my way. It's quite a spectacular road. The views are unbelievable. See, look at that. Crazy. Hear the horn? I think they're beeping the horn. So some of the buses have, they all have music. Everywhere music, but some of them have music videos. And that's very special as you're driving in a school bus. This guy, I recognize the song. It's some song from the 70s or something. The bus drivers are very professional. They do some crazy stuff, like passing on curves on a top of a hill. But they seem to kind of know what they're doing. I don't think they hit too many other vehicles. I think the big thing down here is buses tumbling off of roads because of blown out tires. This was a lake. This is the dry season, so in the wet season, that's a big, huge lake. Right now, it's just kind of a big, long puddle. But you can see we're going downhill. You can tell we're going downhill because we're moving. The bus is going uphill. They're going about 30 miles an hour. Here's an interior shot. You always have about 20 people standing up in the aisle. This is a rather comfortable bus, though. You can see the seats are they're high. They're not the regular school bus seats. Oftentimes, they're just regular school buses. But I like they call them chicken buses because people carry chickens, they're chickens. And then the roof of the bus is covered with, building materials, sacks of concrete block, firewood. And these are the buceros. They're selling you stuff. This is like a refreshment stop. You can get drinks, fruit, fried food. That woman there saw my camera. She started laughing. Uh-oh, you're on camera. Well, this is another hilly town. Look at that. Pretty steep hills. Nice little hut. Look at that barbed wire. They love their barbed wire. I love this road. Look at this. It's just like free form. They just like spread that concrete. And those mountains. Now this is a pretty nice little town here. Oh yeah, we made a remark. This is how they park in Pottstown, Pennsylvania too. We only saw this once here. So this is the drink thing. I have to explain here that this is the way you have cocktails. You see that little blue, the clear bottle with the blue stripe is the rum you buy. And they bring you mixers and limes and ice, and it's pretty cheap. Wow, when I was a kid, I would have died for this. That's a motorized bicycle. I think it's about $400. And this is the famous shower head. Do not adjust while you're in the shower. It's electric. Yeah, this is my favorite little town, I think. I think this is Hinatega with the mountains all around it. That was a view from the hotel upstairs, the town surrounded by. So this place here was a great Italian restaurant. Really good pasta. Of course, it's all open air, everything. It's one of the nice bus stops. Very nice bus stop. It's a cute little house, I thought. And here comes a cowboy. He's very proud. A lot of horses. Here's a little American culture. Moe's Bar. They call it Padres Bar. It was closed. It was Holy Week. Here's a little friend we met on the street. He was a relative of the hotel owner. Offered to drive us around. These are these strange things that grow everywhere. They even grow on the telephone lines. I don't know what they are. I don't know. I think they're some kind of moss or something. This is a funny bus we saw. Actually, Louisiana plates. Peligro, danger, transporting venomous serpents and frogs and stuff. You don't want to break in there. Look at these beautiful flowers, huh? These people were cleaning up, doing the gardening. Beautiful trees. This was a hotel in Bowako. Right on the village square. Very nice. And that's the town at night from the hotel. Back of the hotel. And I think this is the town. Well, no, this is another place, but this is from another hotel. I just love this shot of these crazy mountains. This is from the bus. It almost seems like you're in an airplane, huh? And look at this. This is a motorized tricycle with 6 passengers, 5 passengers and driver. There's one of the many churches. They all kind of look the same. They're carrying Jesus into the church. I think it's Good Friday. There he goes. And there's Che. Yeah, we saw Che. Now, Nicaragua has their own tamales. They're called Naka tamales. It's pork, corn. That one was 56, so that's about $2. This dog, that's a still photo, but if it was a movie, he was just lying there like that. He was still. That's a good Cuban sandwich we had in the Cuban restaurant. Really pretty good. Food's gotten much better. There's the bill, $400, which is Um, oh, I don't know. Oh, look at this, huh? Look at that. Saw a lot of these old vehicles. And this, we saw one of these, a tractor pulled, like, those aren't tourists, those are townspeople. They love that kind of stuff. And there was a cheese store by one of our hotels, and there they are delivering the milk to make the cheese. How do you like that? Another good meal. Very good meal. That's pork on a skewer. It was excellent, and really excellent, really good. There's Orlando making some more of those drinks. So they like topiary there. They trim these trees and look at the stem. It's woven. I think it's a ficus. Oh, this is he who vomits pays 50 cordovas. We just saw that once in the bus. Funny. It's just another shot. And what's this? Yeah, there's the Indian kid with the hat on. It's 95 degrees, and he has a chicken in a bag, his grandmother, with the vegetables. It's kind of like a Nicaraguan marinade, I call it. You put the chicken in the bag with the carrots. There's the water. That's the cheapest water. You bite a hole and suck it out. And so we bid a fond farewell to the highlands of Nicaragua. Now we're on to Leon and the heat.